So the rules are on screen. Pause if you need to. My body is at the tail end of whatever's been affecting it the past pretty much week. But that's mainly because I got sick 2 times, so yeah, that's more on me. So, having to remember the actual rules, I might actually look over. I know I have to be on Eldritch Parasite, but let me make sure, because I still need to randomize a god, which I kind of forgot. Whoops! Let's see here. I think, yeah. So, 5, so that's Ath. So as we go into Ath, Eldritch Parasite, and Puppet Chan, you'll notice that I have a bunch of spells. So, Ashen Contract and Thread of Fate, as per the rules, I have to use on anything but Akamanto. Can't use any weapons, but I can throw them, I will say that much, and you'll see just how, quote-unquote, well, I mean, I put a lot of limitations on myself. Anywho, second encounter, knowledge, dexterity, light, second mystery, and strength. The more stat checks we have, the better, because obviously we have a bunch of stats, but with the limitations I put in place, I mean, it kind of... Funny enough, it seems to balance itself out, unless you don't run into any encounters, but we'll find that out soon enough. And as I said before, or if I didn't say so already, being able to throw weapons isn't the loophole you think it's gonna be, unless it is, but... also got another Ashen Contract. Oh, so also I'm on Eldritch Parasite. Completely forgot about that. So we're just gonna do this really quickly. Not that it'll... I mean, it'll prevent me from getting a guaranteed bad event. And Festival, Footage, Scissors, Botanist, Arms. So I have to re-roll here until I get Akamanto, because that's part of the challenge. That's the only time wasting that's part of this challenge, but I don't really do it often, so... It's fine if this is one of the only challenges where I'm just going to be re-rolling a bunch, and I may cut this out, but we'll see. So, Akamanto, Mermaids, Botanist, Flood. So, Flood. And note that I cannot use any weapons, and I think the end of Flood, yeah, is also an Eldritch enemy, so... funny enough, and then half of Puppet Chan's perks will not work because I'm on Eldritch Parasite. Oh my goodness, I couldn't say it. I guess Botanist first then. Akamanto must be last. And seeing that we have Akamanto and Flood, that might just be a bad combination, but I'm here now, so can't do anything about it. Also, don't have Monument, and we're on Eldritch Parasite, so it's not like, if I wanted to rest, it's not like I could do much anyway. But not having access to both weapons and the ability to buy things that might help me out is quite bad. Also, I should be taking stat checks because I can literally pass everything aside from really unlucky things, or getting certain curses and injuries, or curses and injuries that lower my stats. But as I've tested before and way before this point of this challenge, that's not the greatest thing if you decide to limit yourself in the ways that I'm limiting you. That said, I will admit that someone who has much more knowledge and luck, but mostly knowledge, is going to pass a challenge like this a lot easier, but also I should just wait. I'm gonna run into another encounter, so I might as well just wait to use an insta-kill. Because I'm not taking any damage anyway. So, unfortunately, I will be completing the mystery with a low amount of Dune and probably a lot of what was I gonna say? A lot of experience, I guess, and levels, therefore, but because I'm only using Punch and Kick, which are not affected by stats, the only thing really that would affect me is the Brace action, but... let's take Hell. Now, yeah, we have Akamanto oh, wait. Well, hopefully I can notice the janitor's face, otherwise this might be a pretty bad thing. This is Hell, right? I might as well take the extra experience, maybe. Also, if I run into some good luck by running into Burning Man on Dull Nurse, as I said, throwing items is not forbidden in this, regular version of this challenge, so, yeah. We'll invite for a coffee. We have the funds available. But as opposed to my stats my HP slowly dwindling, that's a whole other issue that I will deal with later. Let's store these. We might as well. The notes I'll save to sell in case I run into 0 funds, because I have no way to get funds aside from selling items. Basically, I can't prepare for a 1 fund by spending 2 Doom, which would be nice, but on the flip side, I can take... If I run into guaranteed events, I can instead take Doom decreasing options. That's one of the few cases, but obviously resting will not do much for me. And then, yeah, bracing... I think strength is the best thing I can do here. And then 1 kick, and we hope we finish this as soon as possible, which will depend on if I miss too many 90% kicks. And yeah, kick 90-80 is a very reliable strat, says people. I won't deny that, but to me, it's not great. Also, I could have done a kick 90-80 to risk it, but I didn't want to risk it, so. Which could have been an extra 1 or 2 points of stamina damage, but seeing as we have Flood, although we do have Akamanto, stamina is not my short-term worry in the future. It's going to be my reason. That said, yeah, so I can increase my max stamina and heal stamina. Unfortunately, as I said, we're on Eldritch Parasite, so I kind of thought this through. I hope I thought this through. The few test runs that I've done. I'm pretty sure it's not me, especially since I pass every event, which is my personal weakness in World of War, is not remembering events. So if I have to worry less about them because I pass all of them due to the nature of having a bunch of stamina and a bunch of... all my stats are at 12 or above. Yeah. So let's kick 90-80 and see. We should theoretically... Okay, yeah, we should theoretically get out. Again, the odds are in my favor. Unfortunately, what this means is I think I do want to go for ending A here because the damage, I think, boosts your kick. And if it doesn't, then we're... Listen, whoever's in charge of making sure that things are as they are, just... We're going to keep resting. This Doom could cost an extra 6 Doom compared to other mysteries. We will still rest because the boss will just be that much more threatening. Not just on Harbinger, but on any difficulty, really. But yeah, well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? Unless I die immediately to something else. Also, Fearful is not gonna help me a bunch. We might as well do what we can here. I can only do 5 actions, so I'll gladly take 12% Doom in this encounter, because I will have a bunch of Doom. So, yep, kick 90-80, very, very reliable strat. It is reliable right now, because I thankfully get out quickly, but it could have turned a lot... An extra 3 to 6% Doom would have been quite painful. Also, Ghost encounters being equally as painful, but funny enough, when you have 12 knowledge... They're actually somewhat balanced. I'm still taking minus, what is this? Can I even do 3 severs? If I can't, wow. So even with 12 in each stat, let this speak for itself. I could try to throw the small candle. I don't think I'll be doing enough damage, so we'll just take the -2 all to the face. And hey, keeping in mind that regular encounters you can get out in -2 all Doom as well, while Ghost encounters, yeah, you just saw what happened. Anywho. And those wondering why I was able to even do that much damage is because knowledge adds an extra point of damage to your sever action, but I mean, you know. So, yeah, and with 14 strength, still can't brace into 3 kicks. Not that I'm saying anything about strats or anything, that's just what I'm sad about. I do have to brace still, regardless, because I only want to be eating -2 stamina, or -1 stamina compared to -3. But hey, and then after this I can take a risk. Let's go for it, right? I mean, it's all I have, really, aside from throwing the small candle, which I don't think will help me, so... 3 kick strats, very good. For me, again, I would like to repeat. For other people, it works out incredibly well. For me, it's not great. Also, nice that I failed on a 12+1 modifier, but that's because the game rolls 12 against me very often, so yeah. That Hasty 8 is going to turn into something, but this boss fight is also going to be bad. Keeping in mind that, yes, I do have insta-kill spells, but there are better encounters in the future to use them on, Akamanto aside, because I can't use it on Akamanto for this challenge, but we might as well do the same thing here. Also, this boss is an Eldritch enemy, so I can't use either Insta-kill spell. Into this. Yeah, 2 damage. That would have saved me some time, but... at this point, so we thankfully do 4 damage per kick. I might as well... Do I want to eat the badly? No, I can't, because my stamina is so low. So, I mean, with the current outlook as it is, I can at least do this. So we do get 8 damage per turn, and avoid badly bleeding bug. I want to say bug, but regardless, the truth is that I might take a badly bleeding, and my hasty aid turn into an abdominal cut, but doesn't matter because I'm on an Eldritch Parasite, which abdominal cut lowers my max stamina, which I don't need. So, I could go for I could risk an extra 2 reason and badly bleeding, but because I'm scared of missing, I'm not going to do that. So yeah. Parasite Stirs, because at the end of every mystery, you heal 1 stamina, 1 reason with Restless, I think, but anywho. Gain experience when losing reason, I mean, I could have used that early. I think that's the only thing I could use, really. And we'll just keep... I mean, really, I should increase any of these stats on 12, because I can still fail events. But, also, I did update the... keeping in mind, obviously I modified the Puppet-chan Ito file, but I modified it in the ways of, if you didn't see the rules, or forgot the rules, also nice Miku encounter, but I'm gonna Ashen Contract. No, Threat of Fate. I set all the stats to 13, so those thinking that they were gonna set a stat to 12 actually have their stats lowered to 11, I think, so... and I think here I'm just gonna use the other one, I might as well. And, yeah, that lump of flesh is useless, but I can sell it, so I will keep it in my inventory. And hey, we're finally at standard stats for Harbinger. Although the chance of... I don't know. I mean, actually, it's still... Well, it's definitely possible with my stats as they are. But what I mean to say is getting through 2 mysteries without losing 13 stamina and or reason, but, you know... Let's find out. I think this is the closest I've gotten without spoiling too well. I mean, I kind of already spoiled it by saying that. But basically, what I want to say is, I think the farthest I've gone in a test run is... not 4, 3.5-ish mysteries before I ended up dying, so... anywho, let's see if I can just notice his face. I can't. So what I'm instead gonna do is open the manhole by bracing a bunch of times, because the time it takes me to defeat the mad janitor is still gonna be less than this. So, I think you need 3, right? If not, I guess I'll just die. Okay, I just die. That said, I was probably going to die to Akamanto because he takes away 4 to 5 stamina anyway before the boss fight, so, I mean, maybe I should have just taken the burns, but if I took the burns, I would have taken extra damage for the rest of the run. Anywho, that's all. I'll just scream again.